This is Ismail Ali. I'm going to take OIETC speaking part test, and in this test, as you know, have four parts actually. In the first part, I will ask some general question that's all about your personal life, and the second part actually we have already provided cue card. On the basis of cue card, you have to talk around 2 minutes or 5 minutes. 2 to 5 minutes, and in that part 3 we'll actually ask some discussion question on the basis of your essay. And in the part 4 actually I will show a photo or a picture, and you will get 15 seconds for making idea or generating idea, and after that actually I will ask some questions regarding the picture. Are you ready for the test?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what's your name?
Well, my name is Enamul, and I think you can just call me Enam.
Okay, can you show your passport?
Yeah, here is it.
Okay, Anam. Where are you from?
Well, basically, I'm from Chittagong, and which is up in the northeast part of Bangladesh, and it is one of the most beautiful city in my country.
Okay, what do you like about your city?
I think I like pretty much all sorts of stuff about my city. You know, it has quite a few tourist destinations, as well as the people of my city are quite amicable. They are very friendly, and they are also very hospitable.
Okay, is there anything you dislike about your city?
Yeah, I think there are quite a few things I don't actually like about my city. So it is, first of all, it is traffic congestion. So all the time there are a lot of traffic jam are going on in my cities. So I don't like this at all. Apart from this, I would say the littering. So people are throwing their trash or garbages all over the roads. So I think there should be like some strict rules and regulations regarding this, so that people can't throw their trash on the road.
Okay, do you study your work?
Well, right now I'm studying at a university about marketing, and apart from my study, I also work as a freelancer of my own.
Okay, what subject actually you have completed or you have just first?
Well, I have completed an undergraduate degree on marketing. So basically, I was a business major student. So that's the thing I have completed.
Which subject are you going to study, or which subject you want to study in the future?
I'm gonna study MSc in economics. So as I have already told you, I'm a business graduate. From those days, I got some courses on economics, and I think I have pretty much keen on these stuffs. So I think I found it very interesting, and that's why I choose to study this.
Okay, the last question. Why you actually want to go UK?
Well, I think UK is a wonderful country to live and study in. You know, there are quite a few good universities which are doing pretty well in their fields. Like apart from this, in UK the study or the education method is quite practical, and I think there are higher opportunities for me if I complete my study in UK for job or vacancies. So I'll be a compatible citizen of the ever-growing world.
Okay, this is the end of your part 1 section.
Yeah.
And in the part 2 actually, I will give some instruction, and after that actually you should study your presentation.
Okay.
So in the part 2 actually, we have already provided a cue card or presentation card, and on the basis of presentation you have to talk around 3 to 5 minutes, and I will not interrupt during that time. And please start the conversation, or please start the presentation with saying, I would like to start my presentation, and please end up with that. Thank you for your attention. So are you ready for your part 2?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay, what is your presentation topic?
Well, my presentation topic is like some people believe that having a roommate while you are a student is necessary or important, and on the other hand, some people believe that it's quite disadvantageous. So
Okay.
that was my topic.
Please start with saying, I would like to start my presentation, and please start with the thank you for your attention. So
okay, I'd like to start my presentation. So basically, my topic was the having benefits of having a roommate while we're student. So the story I'm gonna tell today is all about my story. So when I was in high school, I was a high school junior. I have a friend. So not like friend, he was my classmate. So at that time we are barely known to each other. We don't have any kind of connection. But eventually we ended up becoming best friends and having roommate of each other's for 5 years. So as I have told you earlier that I meet him on college, on high school, but we didn't have any connection that time. So after our college is high school days, when our result of our SCC exam went out. So that time, after a few moments, we get to know each other. Knew that we both are actually applied for the same college. So I found him on the while going to the college, and we discuss about the matter. And we think if we be roommates and just rent a room for staying there, so it will be much more convenient for both of us. So now I'm gonna talk about some advantages and disadvantages of it. So first of all, there are quite a few advantages, like as we were student that time, and still now we are student. So as a student, we don't have a full-time job or full-time work. So for this reason, actually, I think if we can share our room with roommates, that time we will be it will be much more convenient for us, and much more affordable, because as a student, as we don't have that much money to pay. So if we can share our room, then our rent will be minimized and it will be much more affordable for us. Apart from this, one more advantage could be like if we can share our knowledge with each other. If I don't understand the topic in college, then I can tell him about this, and if my friends understand it well, then he can discuss about the topic, and I can learn from him. So we can learn from each other. And another advantage could be if we sometimes feel sick, or if there is a kind of emergency, so that time we can help each other. So I can still remember last time I was quite sick and I got malaria fever. So I was it was back in days in at this time. One day actually I got senseless, and he took me to the over to the hospital. So I think these are a few advantages of having a roommate. And now I'm going to talk you about the few disadvantages of the thing. Everything, whatever you do in your life, it has a cons alongside the pros. So first disadvantage would be we can kill our times. Whenever we are surrounded by our friends, we tends to hang out all the time. So that's I think that for this reason, we basically, when I was with my roommate, we basically kill a lot of our times, study times. And another reason could be like another disadvantage could be like if the person is if the person is a bad guy, or if he have some bad habits, it can influence us, like if he smokes or
okay. And this is the end of your part 2 presentation. You have already talked around 3 or 4 minutes. So in the part 3, actually, I will ask some question from your essay that you have written in the writing section. So
okay.
Can you say the writing topic? What was your writing topic?
Well, my writing topic was basically children are more likely to talk to pets about their problems. They are their siblings. Nowadays, more than...
Okay, I understand the topic. Okay, first of all, you have written the word that millions of people love their friends and enjoying their companionship. Can you elaborate this sentence?
Well, I wrote this sentence because I believe that nowadays people sometimes feel so very lonely, and there is no companion for them to live with, or whom they can talk with. So I basically write this sentence because I believe that a lot of people nowadays tends to talk with their pets, or they actually find it as a companion for them whenever they are bored, or they are some kind of frustration.
Do you think that people should treat pets as a family member?
I think to my point of view, actually, I do the thing. I compare my pet which name is John. So it's basically a cat. So whenever I feel exhausted or boring, so he's the only guy, he's the only person. Or so as you have noticed, I address him as like as a person. So basically, I compare him as a family member, and I think everyone should do this.
Okay, why actually you think so that everyone should treat a pet as a family member? Can you give some reasonable reasons?
Definitely, yeah. So I think they should treat their pets as a family members. Like whenever they are in any kind of depression or frustration, they can talk to their pets, and it will be it will accompany them. And apart from this, whenever they actually feel loneliness, they can have their pets, and they can talk to their pets and spend some nice time with them.
Okay. Do you think that having a pet have some disadvantages that you haven't written?
I guess so. I suppose so, because there are few people who actually don't like pets. Like back in 2019, when I used to live in a college dormitory. So where our superintendent was not fond of pets at all. So I have had a pet there this time. So he actually tell me that I can't have a pet in the dormitory. So lot of students may not like it, and he also don't fond of pets. So that time I couldn't keep my pet with me.
What is the disadvantages? What are the disadvantages of having a pet?
Well, disadvantages could be like you may have to feed them, and you might have to spend a lot of money on them. And another thing could be there are some friends and family members of you can be available who actually are allergic to pets, and if you have a pet, and if they visit your place or visit your home, they can even don't like you, that you just pose a pet.
Okay, I will like some synonym. You should elaborate it. So you have written hygienic. What the meaning of hygienic, and can you elaborate a little bit? Or can I give an example?
Well, hygienic basically means that you are being in a condition or in a position which are being healthier. So you are maintaining the thing which is not basically unhealthy, or like if you ask me for an example. So if I give an example, that would be like if you touch a street dog or a street cat, that time it can bear any kind of germs that can came up to you. So basically, I believe that being hygienic there means, so if you are touching your pets, or having a compliance with your cat or pet food which is not like unhealthy, or it's not like a street dog or street cat.
Okay, I would like another synonym that you have written. So what the meaning of bosom friends?
I wrote this to mention the friends which are basically very close to us. So they are like our family members. Like one of my friend is Niloy. So is like another brother to me, a brother from another mother. So this kind of friends or stuff is called as a bosom friend.
Okay, this is the end of your part 3, and now I will give a picture, and you will get 15 seconds for making idea or generating idea.
Okay.
So are you ready for part 4?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. This is your part 4 picture. It's not very clear to me. Can I have just closer look? Dealing with exam stress. So, do I have to explain the 2 pictures or just one?
Yeah, 2 pictures.
So, in the first...
okay, I will give you instruct you, just making idea. So, your 15 seconds is up or in, and please, can you say...
I'm not seeing it clearly. It's visual to me, fully understandable way. What was the first topic? Dealing with exam stress.
Okay, I will not get further more time for making generating idea. So, what is actually the process about?
Mainly the picture I'm looking at right now, it's about dealing with exam stress.
Okay, so in the picture actually you have seen certain activities. So what do you like to do before the exam?
Well, basically, I always try to keep my nerve before taking exam. So I tends to hear a music or like talk to a friends before for or take a good sleep before going to an exam.
Okay, now it's time to describe the process. Yeah, please, you should describe the process within a three
The second
sentence or
picture.
four sentence. All the process, yeah, all the things actually are connected
Well,
with each other.
so basically, I'm seeing two part of the picture. So in the first part, I'm seeing that it's saying about that how to deal with the stress. So they are basically saying that for keeping fit is a good way to deal with your stress for exams. So basically, I'm looking at cycle here. So maybe it's mean that if you do some exercise before your exam, it will help you to release your stress. And in the second picture, I was showing some comparisons and basically a pie chart, whatever it is called. So it's comparing what actually people do before their exams to reduce their exam stress. So as I'm seeing that it's demonstrating that most of the people like to delay their exam stress by just to by spending some time with themselves and keeping relaxed. So most proportion of the people do this thing, and another bigger thing the bigger portion of people actually do. So they actually plan the time away. So it's the second most most thing people actually do.
Okay, that's the end of the process. Okay, now I like some general question about it. Okay.
Question was not clear.
Okay. Do you follow the same process before the exam night?
Sorry, can you
Uh,
repeat the question?
do you follow, or do you have any plan like that before the exam night to follow certain process or certain things like sleeping or
Well,
making plan?
yeah, definitely. I have some plans for before exam night. Like I basically tends to think that it is not an exam. Like if I think that it's I'm gonna attend the exam tomorrow, that time it's my nerve will be much more higher than, and I will not perform well. So for this reason, I like to spend, as we have also shown in the picture, that most of the people tends to spend some by themselves or spend some time alone by relaxing. I also do the same thing. You know, before exam, I do not think about it at all. Like I have to attend an
Okay,
exam.
the last question is in your country or in your childhood actually, did your teacher have you suggested follow this kind of things?
Yeah, one of my teacher, Ismail Ali. So when I was in college, so he usually used to say me that, and don't take your exams too much seriously. Just be yourself, and you will perform much more better in your exams. So he basically also said me to take a good sleep before the exam night, in the exam night, and just do some exercise or do some mind-storming things which can help you.
Okay, that's the end of the test,
Okay.
Anam, and you did very well. And I will provide your OIETC speaking result within 48 hours. So,
Okay.
have you any question?
No, not really. It was quite good, but the picture you have provided me, it was quite interesting, and so yeah, I actually like it at all.
Okay, bye bye. That's the end of the test.
Okay.